All right, I'm all loaded up in the car. I have so much gear, too much gear. I got my pedal board, I got my acoustic guitar, my acoustic wireless case, which comes in this big case. I should just show you guys. Tripods for cameras in case I film some backstage stuff. All my camera gear, all my laptops and iPads and chargers and whatnot. The good thing is I'll be able to load in and then not have to take all this stuff home every day. Got my 2 guitars in the back, and yeah, that's what it is. That's what we got. So I'm just driving a couple minutes down the road to head to the school. I'm gonna unload and try to show you the process. Except I didn't even tell you what I'm doing. I'm leading worship, me and a band, at a camp. It's all week long, well, Monday through Thursday. There's 2 sessions a day, so 8 sessions total. I'm excited to do it. I haven't done any youth events since right before the pandemic started was my last. I did a D Now, and it's amazing. I love doing youth events. This event I've never done. I know a lot of the people on the board, but that's about it. So we're gonna see what it's like. I know we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna worship Jesus. So there's Evan. In my back seat, This is Chris Garnett, darn it.
You always get footage of me doing terrible parking
doing weird
jobs.
things. This is very familiar. Hey, at least you didn't hit a bush.
At least I didn't drive into a bush.
I think you ran into the bush.
Drive into a bush.
This is what
got my jacket.
it's like to be Jimmy Cooper.
It's 95 degrees out here, but I got my jacket for style and to change up for the second service. We have 2 seconds.
I'm gonna wear the same thing all day long.
All right, here we go. So we have to walk really far.
30 miles.
So many miles. So, Chris, I've been thinking of like tips that we could give people to how to lead worship at a youth event.
Ooh.
Do's and don'ts. And I don't have my thoughts completed yet, but do you have anything that comes to mind?
Don't treat it like Sunday morning service.
Okay.
Mainly because youth, in my experience, have more energy than Sunday morning congregants. They like to get a little rowdy,
more rowdy,
a little whooping and hollering, and use lots of energy.
Lots of energy. So that's what I've been thinking. I had 2 things, and they actually kind of contradict each other. The first one was like, treat them like adults.
Yes, that's all.
Meaning like they don't want to be spoken down to. I've seen people do youth events where they know other adults are in the room and they're like speaking over the kids, knowing the other adults in the room, kind of like, hey, I'm up here and y'all are down there. Don't do that. They're people.
Yeah, they got brains.
And then the other thing was similar to what you just said, which was be fun.
Yeah.
Like,
we're here to have fun.
yeah, we can have fun on Sunday mornings, but this isn't even Sunday morning.
No.
We can have more fun. You can be more ridiculous.
Yeah. We could do guitar pinwheels.
Yep. What is that?
That's when you throw the guitar on your shoulder.
Yes. Since you brought all your guitars,
With all the
we'll try your
blocks.
guitars. We could stage dive.
Yeah, we could.
Brandon Lake. Hashtag shout out. I know he watches all my stuff.
Hey.
Meet the drummer.
Yes.
There's one thing I don't like about this guitar situation is that I have to take off the whole hammy bar. Just put the guitar away. What kind of bass you got here?
It is a Ibanez fan fret headless bass,
Fan fret headless bass. Look at this.
also known as a multi-scale.
5-string.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. And running the stomp. Absolutely. Chorus, first song? Chorus, first song. The DJ is in the house.
Hold on, we gotta get something good going
Dude,
here.
show us your rig. What you got going on here? What you running?
So this is just, a little hobby, this little something back in the day.
So, let me just update you. I have a little YouTube channel.
Oh, you do?
And people like gear. They love gear. So really, tell us what you got going on here. Because the people want to know. What program are you using? He's doing it. We got the new Mark. Wicked thing. I'm gonna get copyrighted anyways. I probably won't be able to put any of this on YouTube. All right, so it's Monday. We just got done rehearsing for our first session. We got 2 sessions tonight. We got a 4 o'clock and a 7. We haven't even run through the second set yet. We've had no rehearsal, but there's a tool that's helped us a lot, and I wanted to talk to you about it. It's called Ableton. I'm sure you've heard of it, but here's the story. So a while back, Jake Goslin from churchfront.com invited me on his channel to talk about my worship planner, which was cool. Thank you, Jake, for doing that. It was awesome. I put a lot of hard work into that planner to help other worship leaders. I made a tool that I would want to use and that I do use to keep myself on track and know how to plan and to get my thoughts out and be creative. And so if you're interested in that, link below. But anyways, in our discussions, I was talking about how we were gonna start using Ableton more and how we've been using a click, but I wanted to start adding cues and loops and stuff. And he's like, hey, I have a course, did you know about it? And I was like, yes, I did know about it. And so he gave me access to his lead Worship with Ableton course. And let me just tell you, that thing is amazing. It's a step-by-step process. It gives you templates. It shows you exactly what to do so that you can make full set lists quickly. So for example, like I said, this camp has 8 different sessions, and I was able to whip up 8 sessions worth of Ableton tracks, individual songs, and the whole session, the whole service, if you will. And I was able to upload those to Planning Center so that my band, who is scattered abroad, we're from different ministries, I could upload it to Planning Center and they could practice along. And so what I do is I just upload a practice track with the map and the sequence that we're going to be doing, the same version, so that in essence, they've kind of already been able to practice and rehearse to the click so that we could come and just tighten things up, run through the transitions. And so that's what we've been able to do. All thanks to Churchfront and Lead Worship with Ableton. I wouldn't have been able to do it. The templates are amazing. You just kind of drag and drop. It is in depth, but it's in depth in a good way, and he takes you step by step. And so I just wanted to shout out Jake. Thank you so much. I highly recommend it. If you guys are interested at all in getting into Ableton, definitely look up churchfront.com. They have a worship ministry school, and I think this course is inside of that. I've only taken half of the course, the first half of the course. The second half is how to implement, run your Pro Presenter and lights and all those different cues, and I'm excited to dive into that as well. But the value that I've gotten out of that first course, it was amazing. Thank you guys.
What are you doing? What are you running?
Resolume.
That's the program?
Or Arena.
Rather. And it controls that there black wall up there?
That there wall that doesn't have content on it right now.
Does not right now, but it will later, and it'll look fantastic.
Yes.
What'd you get? Cold brew, something, iced tea? Or
Something they said was on tap. It's coffee and caffeine.
on tap. Careful.
Careful.
Student camp.
I'm still sober. Will remain sober.
Good.
It's coffee, I promise.
We need to go look at your rig sometime. What are you running? Let's go look.
Okay.
You guys recognize this guy. Maybe. If you're new, we've had new subscribers since you've been on the channel, though. So
new subs.
Chris Garnett is not new to the channel, though, if you guys are. He used to serve with me at Open Door. But now he's a worship leader at, where are you at?
Redemption Church in Wilson, North Carolina.
Woo! Okay, show us your rig. What you got?
Helix LT.
Helix stuff.
Running a patch from worship tutorials that I have renamed for each of the songs that we're doing.
Nice.
Worship
tutorials. They sound great.
They do. They make
good stuff.
Almost as good as Hey Worship Leader.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm waiting for the full Helix Hey Worship Leader patch.
That's right. Soon.
Maybe
not.
Maybe we can build one together.
We should build it together.
Side note.
I got to go to the worship tutorials headquarters.
He did. There's a video.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yes.
Link below.
It was fun. They have so much stuff, and as soon as I left, he redid the whole thing.
He did. Yeah, I've got a bunch of patches, like 17 songs. I don't know.
It was a lot of songs. So you're running it basically a preset per song.
Yeah, and so I just do that to switch through songs, but then I use snapshots to get different sounds.
Okay, so you are using snapshots because that's how they set them up, right?
Yeah. So I really like that. That's why I went full Helix as opposed to Stomp. And then tonight,
because you used to have a Stomp board much like mine,
almost exactly like yours. I copied your idea, and then I realized I wanted more snapshots. 8 snapshots. And then other things that happen.
All right, the guitar?
Guitar for this first session is a Sublime. I think it's called a Jayhawk Deluxe. Okay. They are out of business now, thanks Rona. But I got this guitar like right before their website went down, so that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Telly, some kind of humbucker, Porter pickups, humbucker, mini humbucker, and Telly pickup. I just put this Bigsby on it, and now
you did that yourself?
I did that myself with the Vibramate. You can kind of see. I cheated, no drilling. It makes it super heavy though.
Show us the end there. I can't really see it.
So it just kind of loops around and stays on with the strap button.
That's awesome.
So I love it, but it's made it super heavy. So That's awesome. I've got this mainly because of the roasted maple neck.
Dude, that is sick.
Because
Let's look at it close.
I love how it feels. Supposedly, roasted maple changes the tone of the guitar a little, but I haven't necessarily noticed that. But I like how it looks, and it feels super smooth.
Dude, it looks awesome.
I need to get it set up a little better, but it's getting the job done tonight. And then I'll play some other guitars throughout the week.
All right,
Stay tuned.
We'll come back to those other guitars. Let's do How Deep one more time, and then we'll go back to Build My Life. All right, just checking in. We finished the first set. Everything went pretty well. Had a couple lyric mishaps. Not my fault, teleprompter, but I read what's on the teleprompter, so kind of my fault. But yeah, it went really well. We ate dinner, and now we have run through because we have a second set tonight. So pray for my voice. I mean, by the time you see this, my voice will have already been good or not good. But anyways, I'm praying for my voice, hoping it holds up. You can definitely tell we're at a youth event because they're setting up a game called Iron Gut, where they put a bunch of random foods in a blender and a magic bullet and make them drink it. No thank you. The problem is that this game is being set up very closely to where my pedal board and guitars are, and I'm just hoping no one vomits on my stuff. So our set list for the first set was Sweetness of Freedom by Citizens. Then we did Exalted Over All by Vertical Worship, and we led right into How Great Thou Art. It was really cool because some of the kids from the churches probably don't even know the first two songs. We're going to repeat them over the week, but everybody knows the hymn, How Great Thou Art. So it was really cool just to hear everybody's voices singing. And then the last song of the set was In the Hands of Christ My King, which I love that song because we're inviting the Holy Spirit to come and move. And I always remind people when we do this song that we're not inviting the Holy Spirit to come where he's not. He's omniscient, we know that, but we are asking him to come and move and do what only he can do and move in the hearts of these students. And tonight we have Grace Alone by the Modern Post, Build My Life, King of Kings, and How Deep the Father's Love. And Grace Alone and Build My Life I do in F sharp. I have my acoustic guitar tuned down half a step so I can play in G and cheat. I want one of these in my house. LED wall. All right, night one is over.
I won. Dunsky.
How did you feel about it?
I felt great.
I felt good.
Felt good.
It was awesome. I can't wait to do it 6 more times.